And thanks for being here with us on the line. We are fresh off of the IEF mission to Azerbaijan. And what I was hoping we would do here is do a little bit of a recap for those that weren't able to be with us in person, so that they can get a feel for what we experienced and what some of our next steps are. So you've been going to Azerbaijan for many years, and with increased frequency as of late. What's your connection to the country, and how did that help frame the recent IEF mission?
Thanks, Shai, and I'm glad we're doing this, and I really am so delighted to be a part of the Israel Economic Forum, and I think this just was an incredible journey, which we're going to speak about today. Going to your question, I took my first trip to Azerbaijan close to 20 years ago, and remember, the country's only 30 years old when it broke off from the Soviet Union. And 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago, 18 to be exact, I led the first APAC delegation to Azerbaijan. And I've been coming to Azerbaijan pretty regularly for the past decade. And the reason for that is 10 years ago, I was hired, as you know, I'm the managing partner of a law firm, and I was hired by SOCAR to represent them in the United States. SOCAR is Azerbaijan's fully state-owned national oil and gas company. I am their lead U.S. attorney. Gas and oil makes up 90% of Azerbaijan's exports. They have built many incredible pipelines from Azerbaijan, and I would encourage anyone to go Google what these pipelines look like and where they go. These incredible pipelines from Azerbaijan through Turkey and into Europe at a cost of billions of dollars. They are very geopolitically important, and they lower dependence on Russian oil and gas, for example. In fact, these pipelines supply 12 European nations, 10 of which are in NATO. But to really understand Azerbaijan, you just have to look at a map. They are the only country in the world that borders Iran and Russia. They also have an exclave that borders Turkey. A third of the population of Iran is ethnic Azerbaijani. So there are 3 or 4 times the amount of ethnic Azerbaijanis in Iran than there are in Azerbaijan. And to have a pro-USA, pro-Israel country in this location is of utmost strategic asset for Israel and the United States. And events in Azerbaijan have direct impact domestically in Iran, as I said, due to the large ethnic Azerbaijani community in Iran. Now, it is also clear to me from day one that a stronger Azerbaijan is very bad for Iran. We heard on our trip, as you know, Shai, from some experts that Azerbaijan is Iran's single greatest failure. There is a reason that Iran has been so hostile to Azerbaijan from the beginning of its independence after the fall of the Soviet Union. And Azerbaijan is an example to the people next door in Iran that a Muslim country can flourish, can be secular, financially successful, free, fun, be in close cooperation with the West and Israel, and allow cultural rights to all ethnic minorities. As you know, in Iran, the minorities, the largest of which is ethnic Azerbaijanis, are not allowed cultural rights. They can't study their language in schools or use their language in government offices. So I'll close this question on this. When the Abraham Accords emerged, we were all elated, excited. No words to describe the earth-shattering moment. However, there were a handful of Muslim-majority countries, including Azerbaijan, that have had unbelievable relationship with Israel for close to 30 years. And those ties to Israel helped pave the way to the Abraham Accords. And it demonstrated what governments can do when they forge ties with Israel, and their societies don't oppose it.